Aww, I'm a dude, but come on guys, I can't be the only one that turned into a total fangirl during this scene. I think what makes Dandadan such a smooth watch each time is that we're never made to linger too long on the lovey-dovey stuff. It's always interrupted by a funny moment. Just like previously when Momo is reunited with Okuran. Since romance is part of the show and not the main focus of it, I'm way more accepting of the romance scenes when they do happen. This episode is more like a complex version of episode 5, the lovey-dovey episode from last season. It's chill until shit gets real at the end, but more on that later. We start with Granny Seiko failing to exercise Taro. What's odd here is that I can't tell if the mantis shrimp is really getting into the prayer or dozing off, reenacting how I used to be like whenever my pastor would decide to go on an extra long yapping session that week. The crew decides to chow down after the failed exorcism, and through the most masterful transition I've seen this season, the mantis shrimp explains that it's difficult to milk a cow on his Atlantis-like planet, so he has to come back to Earth. You know what baffles me? How is his son adapted to survive on cow's milk when there aren't any cows on his planet? What do all of the other baby mantis shrimps do? At the very least, Ira is happy to see this little guy. The funny thing about this scene is that I haven't watched the original Ranma anime, but as soon as they explained that Jiji transforms back to normal with hot water, I paused mid-episode to type something along the lines of Jiji sings the Ranma 1/2 opening. And what do you know? Another reference. I kind of wished he stayed as Evil Eye though. I still think this prick is annoying. If he didn't sing the Slam Dunk opening last season, he'd have virtually no redeeming qualities. His spiritual power thingy doesn't count as he hasn't learned to control Evil Eye just yet. The character that does have redeeming qualities is the mantis shrimp. Don't be fooled by his ugly appearance with these tacky pajamas. How can man do a whole ass Star Trek warp sequence just to beam around the corner? He is a master of flexing on the haters. When you're this chopped, pulling off stunts like this is the only way of impressing female mantis shrimps, you know? After an awkward drive, things get even more awkward when Jiji visits his parents. What made me happy about this scene is that we get an update from the Diddy clan through the TV. All of them have been arrested except from the kingpin herself, Naki. Whoa, I didn't think she could look any worse. She had the most punchable face in the anime, and now she has an Usopp nose. What I found interesting is that this is the first time we've seen Momo's friends and the general public's reactions to one of the shenanigans they get up to. The naked scene doesn't count. I'm talking specifically about the aliens and spirit stuff. We end off with Momo easily convincing both Ira and Okuran to crash at her place. Ira shows up like she's about to do an Instagram shoot, and Jiji starts wagging around like a simp, which is another reason why I hate this guy. Fucking imbecile. This is peaceful. Just the gang eating a realistic dinner. I'm sure nothing crazy is going to happen. Yeah, nothing crazy is going to happen. I stand corrected by what I said previously. Jiji isn't overpowered or beaten in a fight like you'd usually expect these scenarios to play out. He just gets sealed away. I like that Dandadan keeps me on my toes with the way it ends its arcs. It looks like we're going to get that big fight at the end of this arc, and I'm not complaining. Turbo Granny says that mountain spirits are at the level of being revered as gods, so things are about to go down in the next episodes when these guys 4v1 Jiji. It would be so funny if the mantis shrimp ended up saying,
"These nuts."